In the heart of Pennsylvania, where the coal mines once thrived and the echoes of industry lingered, a chilling tale unfolded in the remnants of Centralia, a town enveloped by the haunting whispers of a mysterious force. This is the eerie chronicle of the Vanishing Village, a story that transcends the boundaries of reality and delves into the shadows of a town lost to the depths of the earth. Our story commences on a summer night, as a group of intrepid explorers set out to uncover the truth behind Centralia's enigmatic disappearance. Centralia, once a bustling community fueled by the coal mining industry, bore the scars of a tragic event that sealed its fate. In 1962, an underground coal seam caught fire, triggering a series of events that would lead to the evacuation and abandonment of the town. The ground beneath Centralia smoldered with an eternal flame, an underground inferno that rendered the once vibrant streets desolate and uninhabitable. On the night of June 17, 2019, a team of paranormal investigators led by renowned researcher Dr. Jonathan Harlan arrived in Centralia to delve into the mysteries that surrounded the Vanishing Village. The air, heavy with the scent of burning coal and the hushed whispers of the forsaken town, set the stage for an investigation into the unknown. The team, armed with infrared cameras and electronic voice phenomenon (EVP) recorders, ventured into the skeletal remains of Centralia. Graffiti-covered streets and dilapidated structures painted a haunting portrait of a community frozen in time. Dr. Harlan, a seasoned investigator with a reputation for demystifying the supernatural, aimed to unravel the spectral enigma that clung to the remnants of the forsaken town. Their journey led them to Graffiti Highway, a stretch of abandoned road covered in vibrant and cryptic artwork that bore witness to the passage of urban explorers who sought to leave their mark on Centralia. As the investigators set up their equipment, strange phenomena manifested, disembodied whispers and spectral apparitions that seemed to materialize and dissipate like ephemeral shadows. Dr. Harlan, undeterred by the spectral occurrences, focused on the scientific aspect of the investigation. He employed thermal imaging to detect anomalies in temperature and electromagnetic field meters to gauge fluctuations in the atmospheric energy. The results were inconclusive, leaving the team to grapple with the unsettling feeling that Centralia held secrets beyond the reach of empirical analysis. As night fell over the abandoned town, the investigators descended into the depths of the coal mine's remains, where the infernal flames still burned. The air grew thick with a suffocating heat, and the walls seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. Dr. Harlan, guided by a mysterious intuition, urged the team deeper into the underground labyrinth, where the remnants of Centralia's industrial past melded with the spectral present. In the subterranean darkness, the investigators encountered inexplicable phenomena, disembodied voices, flickering lights, and a palpable sense of a presence that defied the boundaries of the physical realm. Dr. Harlan, now confronting the limits of his scientific understanding, began to question the nature of the forces that held sway over Centralia. The team stumbled upon an ancient chamber, adorned with coal-streaked walls and echoes of a distant past. In the flickering light of their lanterns, they discovered a series of cryptic symbols etched into the mine's walls, symbols that seemed to pulse with an unnatural energy. Dr. Harlan, captivated by the inexplicable glyphs, hypothesized that they held the key to Centralia's spectral enigma. As the investigators deciphered the symbols, the very air within the mine vibrated with a haunting resonance. The walls seemed to close in, and the temperature plummeted, as if the mine itself reacted to the unearthing of forgotten truths. Dr. Harlan, now standing at the precipice of the unknown, felt a profound connection to the spectral forces that lingered within the mine's depths. In an inexplicable moment, the symbols came to life, casting an ethereal glow that illuminated the chamber. Shadows danced along the walls, and a spectral figure materialized before the investigators. The apparition, a silhouette draped in coal dust, spoke in hushed tones of a curse that bound Centralia to the eternal flames beneath. The figure, identified as the spirit of a coal miner who perished in the fiery cataclysm, revealed the untold tale of Centralia's vanishing. The curse, born from a tragic accident in the mine, condemned the town to an existence between the living and the dead. The symbols, etched by the hands of those who sought to break the curse, held the key to freeing Centralia from its spectral shackles. Dr. Harlan, fueled by a newfound determination, gathered the team to perform a ritual to lift the curse. With the symbols as their guide, they channeled the energy of the mine's depths, invoking a spectral communion that transcended the boundaries of the physical and the metaphysical. As the ritual unfolded, the very earth beneath Centralia seemed to tremble. The spectral figure, now surrounded by an otherworldly luminescence, spoke of release and redemption. The team, caught in a moment suspended between time and space, felt the oppressive weight of the curse lift from the forsaken town. In the aftermath, Centralia appeared transformed. The flames that had burned for decades beneath the surface extinguished, and the spectral echoes that had haunted the town faded into the silence of the abandoned streets. The investigators, their journey through the enigmatic depths of Centralia concluded, emerged into the cool night air, their minds forever marked by the spectral symphony that had unfolded beneath the earth. Centralia, once veiled in the shadows of its haunted past, stood as a testament to the enduring power of the unknown. Dr. Harlan and his team, forever changed by their encounter with the vanishing village, carried with them the echoes of a spectral enigma that transcended the boundaries of empirical understanding. The tale of Centralia, a town caught between the realms of the living and the dead, persisted as a chilling reminder of the mysteries that linger beyond the veil of the known. Along the misty shores of Roanoke Island, North Carolina, where the Atlantic Ocean whispers its secrets to the wind, a forgotten lighthouse stood as a sentinel to a bygone era. This is the haunting story of Roanoke Sound's forgotten beacon, a tale of maritime tragedy and spectral echoes that unfolded on a summer night in 2016. As the sun dipped below the horizon, a group of maritime historians and paranormal investigators set out to uncover the mysteries that clung to the desolate lighthouse. The Roanoke Sound Lighthouse, constructed in the late 19th century, was once a beacon of hope for sailors navigating the treacherous waters off the Outer Banks. However, the passage of time had rendered the lighthouse obsolete, and its light had long since been extinguished. The structure, weathered by the salt-laden air and battered by countless storms, now stood as a silent witness to maritime history and the tragedies that had unfolded within its shadow. On the night of July 8, 2016, Dr. Elizabeth Harper, a maritime historian with a passion for uncovering the forgotten tales of the sea, led a team of investigators to Roanoke Island. The air was thick with the scent of brine, and the distant cries of seagulls mingled with the sound of lapping waves as the group approached the dilapidated lighthouse. Armed with historical records and paranormal detection equipment, the team embarked on a journey to unravel the spectral enigma that clung to Roanoke Sound. Dr. Harper, a skeptic by nature, sought to reconcile the historical accounts of maritime tragedies with the unexplained phenomena reported by those who had ventured near the lighthouse. Their exploration began in the decaying quarters of the lighthouse, where the spiral staircase creaked underfoot and the walls echoed with the ghostly moans of a forgotten era. As they ascended the narrow steps, the investigators noted fluctuations in temperature and anomalous electromagnetic readings that hinted at the presence of unseen forces. Dr. Harper, consulting historical records, uncovered tales of shipwrecks and lost souls who had sought refuge in the shadow of the Roanoke Sound Lighthouse. One particularly harrowing account spoke of the ill-fated voyage of the SS Carolina, a vessel that succumbed to the tempestuous waters, leaving the crew and passengers to face an uncertain fate. Armed with this knowledge, the team ventured to the top of the lighthouse, where the panoramic view of Roanoke Sound stretched before them. The investigators set up their equipment, including infrared cameras and EVP recorders, in hopes of capturing evidence of the spectral entities said to haunt the desolate structure. As the night unfolded, the investigators reported eerie phenomena, the flickering of phantom lights, the distant sound of maritime bells, and inexplicable shadows that seemed to dance along the rusted railing. Dr. Harper, now wrestling with the convergence of history and the paranormal, delved into a historical seafaring journal recovered from the lighthouse keeper's quarters. The journal, its pages yellowed with age, chronicled the final days of the SS Carolina and the futile attempts of the lighthouse keeper to guide the vessel to safety. The entries spoke of a desperate crew, their voices carried away by the howling winds, and the ominous silhouette of the doomed ship disappearing beneath the churning waves. In a moment of spectral communion, the investigators initiated a seance at the pinnacle of the lighthouse, calling out to the lost souls who were said to linger in the maritime ether. The air grew heavy with an unspoken sorrow, and the investigators felt an otherworldly presence surrounding them. Dr. Harper, guided by a force beyond comprehension, questioned the ethereal entities about their eternal vigil over Roanoke Sound. To the investigators' astonishment, the EVP recordings captured disembodied voices, mournful cries and echoes of a maritime tragedy that resonated with the historical accounts of the SS Carolina. The spectral entities, their voices laden with sorrow, spoke of unfinished journeys and the eternal yearning to guide lost ships to safety. As the investigators descended from the lighthouse, the haunting cries of the maritime spirits echoed in the night air. Dr. Harper, forever changed by the spectral encounter, carried with her the weight of the forgotten tales that lingered within the desolate beacon of Roanoke Sound. The Roanoke Sound Lighthouse, now a silent monument to maritime tragedy, stood as a testament to the enduring resonance of history and the spectral echoes that transcended the boundaries of time. Dr. Harper and her team, forever marked by the spectral communion atop the forgotten structure, departed from Roanoke Island with a chilling awareness of the maritime mysteries that remained eternally anchored to the shores of the Outer Banks. Perched on the rugged cliffs of Point Reyes, California, where the Pacific Ocean crashes against the shoreline and the salty breeze carries tales of maritime legends, an enigmatic story unfolded around an abandoned radio station. This is the mysterious narrative of Point Reyes Phantom Signals, a tale that intertwines the realms of technology and the paranormal. Our story begins on a fog-shrouded night in September 2015, as a team of investigators and radio enthusiasts sought to unravel the eerie secrets that clung to the forsaken station. Point Reyes Radio, once a bustling hub of maritime communication, had fallen into disuse and decay since the advent of modern technology. The station, perched atop the cliffs with its antennas reaching towards the heavens, was rumored to broadcast phantom signals that echoed through the airwaves, haunting the frequencies with otherworldly transmissions. Dr. Oliver Bennett, a radio engineer and paranormal researcher, led the expedition to Point Reyes. His team included seasoned radio operators, historians, and electronic communications experts, all drawn by the allure of uncovering the truth behind the spectral signals that purportedly emanated from the abandoned station. As the investigators approached the desolate site, the intermittent beams of the Point Reyes lighthouse cut through the coastal mist, creating an eerie ambience. The remnants of Point Reyes Radio, its antennas weathered by years of sea salt and neglect, stood against the backdrop of the turbulent Pacific Ocean. Dr. Bennett, armed with an array of radio receivers, spectrum analyzers, and EVP recording equipment, aimed to capture the elusive signals that had eluded conventional explanation. The team set up their equipment within the dilapidated radio station, its rooms filled with the musty scent of old equipment and the echoes of a bygone era. The investigation commenced as the team tuned their radios to the frequencies associated with Point Reyes Radio. The airwaves crackled with static, and as the team fine-tuned their equipment, anomalous signals emerged, mysterious Morse code patterns, ghostly voices, and unidentifiable transmissions that seemed to defy the laws of conventional radio communication. Dr. Bennett, a seasoned radio operator with decades of experience, recognized the spectral nature of the signals. They echoed with a cadence that transcended the limitations of earthly technology, carrying a resonance that hinted at an otherworldly origin. The investigators, now immersed in the spectral symphony of Point Reyes, felt an unspoken connection to the maritime spirits that were said to linger within the abandoned station. As the team delved deeper into their investigation, they uncovered historical records that spoke of a tragic maritime disaster off the coast of Point Reyes in the early 20th century. The SS Celestial, a vessel lost to the tempestuous waves, had sent distress signals to Point Reyes radio in its final moments. The ghostly echoes of these transmissions were rumored to linger within the station, perpetually relaying the desperate calls for help. In an attempt to establish communication with the spectral entities, Dr. Bennett initiated a series of EVP sessions, asking questions into the silent void and listening for any sign of a response. The investigators, their headphones filled with the crackling static of the radio frequencies, strained to decipher the ethereal messages that seemed to manifest within the spectral signals. To their astonishment, the investigators captured clear responses in Morse code, conveying messages of maritime distress and the eternal yearning for salvation. The ghostly voices, transmitted through the phantom signals, spoke of a timeless vigil over the waters of Point Reyes, where the spirits of the SS Celestial lingered in a perpetual state of maritime purgatory. As the investigation reached its zenith, the team gathered in the heart of the abandoned radio station, surrounded by the spectral echoes of Point Reyes. Dr. Bennett, attuned to the convergence of technology and the paranormal, initiated a ritual to honor the maritime spirits and offer closure to the lingering souls. In a climactic moment, the investigators felt a palpable shift in the atmosphere. The radio receivers, once filled with spectral signals, fell silent. The maritime spirits, their messages conveyed through the ethereal airwaves, seemed to find a momentary release from their spectral purgatory. As the investigators exited the abandoned station, the coastal fog enveloped Point Reyes, shrouding the cliffs in an impenetrable mist. The team, forever marked by their encounter with the phantom signals, departed from the rugged shores with a chilling awareness of the mysterious forces that transcended the boundaries of technology and the supernatural. Point Reyes, with its abandoned radio station standing as a silent monument to maritime tragedy, bore witness to the enduring resonance of spectral signals that echoed through time. Dr. Bennett and his team, forever changed by the spectral symphony of Point Reyes, carried with them the haunting echoes of the forsaken radio station, where the past and the present converged in a spectral dance that whispered of maritime legends and the mysteries that linger within the frequencies of the unknown.